Well, we'll see if the ONI Warriors hold that playstyle here in game number 1. It's the Highland Ravens and the ONI Warriors kicking off the Road to Worlds for the SPL. Let's throw it to our casters, Gore and Inbound.
Thanks so much, J-Mac and Trelly. That's right, it's Gore, and it is Inbound.
Trelly has.
As we jump in.
And just
There it
free,
is.
just like that.
Yeah, and you know what? Bully, that's about as bully as you can get, right? Aggressive into the blue buff to steal it away. Maybe even something coming on. Pagon's rotating in. He's going to get aggressive here. Volcanic Lightning to close the gaps. That man's the target. A couple of autos is all you need. One more hit should do it. And Pagon, first blood to the Warriors.
Yeah, through the shell there too. They ended up securing the purple buff, but in trade for that, Hurry picked up the purple buff, and now they're going to be losing their own one. Unless, what a steal!
Wow,
what a steal by Hurry. 24 damage, and he just took that. Though when it rotates out, when the supports rotate out, and it's a 1v1, unless the Olo gets far enough ahead.
Well, Genetics might get bullied here. Sanctified Fields, and then a great pull from Scream. Make sure he can't escape the damage. You gotta go for the dive here. River's Rebuke gets dropped. It's going to be enough to keep him going. Somehow still alive. Genetics in the back, and now getting aggressive, forcing an ult out of Hurry, but it's not gonna be enough. The ult from Net, you need one more hit, and Pagon's there to provide. The damage from the Warriors is too good. They come to the duo, and they clean up all three. Well played, and a 4-0 lead. Because, like, for people who didn't watch, there's the tiki masks around the buffs that bring in an interesting point. We're still going to be talking about the beacon, but that's still 4 minutes away. The Warriors have been super active, and that's not changing anytime soon. Panatom and Netroid catch out Zap in the left side jungle around the shield buff. Panatom and Genetics has the ult. He's not going to use it here. Scream's half health. They've got a massive level lead, 2 up in the jungle. Poor Zapman just can't seem to catch a break over here. He's going for Genetics with Net. Couple of autos picks that one up on the Powwow. Forcing the beads out of Scream is Panatom now, getting aggressive on the Haddix. They're over at the right side blue buff. Got Venenu rotating in. He's going to have a decent amount of damage. This is exactly the mid-game you were starting to talk about, and the 3v2 doesn't look great. But if they can keep him occupied, Pagon's rotated in, blink forward, Volcanic Lightning. But that's going to be too much of a gap to try and make up for. Pagon's low. They actually might be in a little bit of trouble here. No, it's Scream! It's all a bait from the Warriors. They pull him in, and they look for a little bit more. No way, solo or troll. At 11 minutes, diving the tier 2, kills off Finn, and is now going for the ult. They're going to continue bullying Haddix. It's catastrophe. They're the Ravens, 9-0. The Warriors just can't seem to do any wrong.
Every lane they go to, they're not dying. They're allowed to heal up, and these fights are going to be very, very hard continuously for the Ravens.
Pagon showing up over in the left. Zap is the target. Knockup not going to be good because of the beads. The Aegis buys some time, but that's about all it does. It is a death nonetheless. And a 10th on the board for the Warriors, 5-0-2. And like you said, I mean, you've got 2 assassins on the other side, and you've been bullied since the beginning of the game. Pagon's still looking to do it. Blink not up for another 12 seconds. Is he going to even need it? Sanctified Fields get used. Beads in response damage is there. And it's up to the Pele. The beads don't last forever, but neither do Sanctified Fields. Kill is good. And Pagon puts up a 6th. Scream and Haddix rotate in to try and respond. And is he going to be able to do anything here? No beats, as he just used them. It's going to be a blink forward. The chase down is good, but the damage, oh my god, Pagon! Finally, they shut him down, but he almost killed Scream in the process. Scream! Oh my god, puts one up on the Ravens.
And you see how this Warriors comp is going to kind of go for this. It's going to be, slowly going in, and then back up heal. Pagon's actually looking for a pick on Zap.
Man.
Oh, no relics. Zap is just dead. Pagon just one-shots him,
and nobody
he's
can
gone.
Do anything about it either.
And he's gone. 0-7 now for Zap.
Yeah.
Should be okay. Like you were mentioning.
Had his back stopped, and I started stressing. Maybe I should be stressed for him. Panatom's coming around. There's going to be the fear, the ult, and it forces the dazzling offensive. Panatom's getting aggressive.
He does
even
have beads
to knock out and avoid the stun. Haddix has his own beads, can't do anything about it. Powwow used. At this point, you're going to kill the Order Titan at least once right here outside the Phoenix. All 5 of you got Fire Giant, because that's what the team was doing while they were chasing down Haddix. And you're going to have, as you had mentioned, not only your minion wave, but your Titan coming in. Pagon bites off more than he can chew, tries to fight 3, ends up getting taken down. Scream gets back to the base. Sanctified Fields around the Phoenix. And now in a 4v5, that's a huge shutdown kill again onto Pagon just to save your lives and give you a chance at the defense, but inbound, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. The Phoenix is still falling. Panatom gets absolutely melted between Scream and Vin. Vin has to fall back. Phoenix goes down. Titans still around the tier 1 now on the Ravens side. So the Warriors have a little bit of waiting to do to try and get everybody here. Zatman's the target for Sot. He's going to find him, gets a double, and suddenly the siege isn't as over as I thought. The Warriors surge forward. They kill off 3. Haddix is respawn. He's going to do his best, but the Titans walking its way down right. Health bars are low. Can they do this with the Titan, or is it too much?
It's going to be a risky call, but I think there's pressure here just to make sure left goes down. Like, this Titan is going to take so long to kill. Left is going to be pushing in, mid's going to be pushing in. They get 1 pick onto Venenu here, and it should just be game.
Well, they've got the pick. Do they have the game? Haddix has to walk back, and it has been an onslaught from the Warriors in game 1. Genetics goes down, but so does the Order Titan. Warriors strike first, and the Ravens.
Either A, you're
Maybe
matching that
sweating a
duo
little.
pressure and trying to head over there with Panatom, or you're sticking to your guns and ganking solo.
Can the Highland Ravens bring things back and tie up the set 1-1, or are the Oni Warriors going to go on to match point? Let's find out in game number 2.
We'll have to see a pretty big change-up here from the Ravens as we jump into game 2. It's Gore, it's inbound. Specifically, of course, it's done. Where we see the junglers going, it's going to be a blue buff skirmish. Maybe it's going to be an attempt on Sot's life here. Scream loops around instead, Mink form in, damage should be there. Wall, great stun coming out from Panatom to find a double stun. Then a little bit of return damage forces Haddix and Scream to rethink how they're going to aggress here. Panatom single-handedly stops it, and then he goes in with the double tap, finds the first blood, and now how things have changed. The blue buff invade. It's going to be on the other side. Pulled under the tower from Haddix. Wall stun, double tap, double kill
And he dies
for
to
Panatom.
tower.
What a great play from the jungler. Poor
Wow.
Genetics is going to, rewrite some history for the Warriors here. Finally.
It doesn't even really matter. He got that purple buff. He did exactly what he wanted to do. That's 2 purple buffs down. I think a big point also with this game is Venenu can actually walk to these mid camps, and it's an opportunity for them to actually fight on them.
Yeah.
The Pele walks to the mid camps, you kind of have to give it up. Hurry's actually walled off, and Yamoja ult is out. He should be down.
Gonna be a kill. Yeah, Panatom. Wow, that's actually maybe the worst person to pick it up. 3-1 now for him. As he turns it around, you burn the relics, the ult from Hurry, and just steal away the Haddix. Speaking of, pushed really far up. Maybe he's going to go for something. Taunt from Scream, and they're looking for Panatom. You've got a little bit of a help, and the Hammer's going to get him out of there. Great ult from Sot, keeps Scream locked down. That's going to be a disengage up into the air. But does he go back in? Low health bar for Scream. You will be losing your life. No, instead, he dunks down, finds the kill, and thwarts the Ravens one more time. Panatom is feeling the Thor, and I'm with him.
You mentioned we haven't seen him ult yet. How did you like his first ult?
You know what? I'm here for it.
I mean, they could. I think beacon fights are something that people get baited by a lot. It's value. You definitely get value from it, but it's also a chance at throwing the game. And that actually, Genetics and Netroid playing too far up.
Yeah, aggressive. Rivers of Butte gets Netroid out of here. Should help Genetics get away. Though with the tanky health bar that he's already got, a Sovereignty online, it's going to be enough. Pagon's diving the tier 1 and walking out of there. So while the Ravens were playing aggressive over on left, everybody else on the Warriors was looking to get something done. Sot tanks up the tower for a little bit, lets Panatom get some damage. Wall, double tap, not going to connect. And it's not going to be enough to put Haddix down, but you still get the solo kill in mid. Finds
Still
the double
half
tap
health.
with the wall. You've got Pagon as well coming around. Should be spotted out. Hurry's going to be here, but it's going to be a 4v3. Damage is going to be tested. Rivers Rebuke up, and it's going to lock in the Ravens. You need a little more damage. Wall is great, but the shielding is there. Scream still walking out of here. Finally, someone on the Warriors is able to find that last hit. They only get the 1 kill, but it's on the jungler, and it puts them up 6-1, 14.5 in.
I really don't like that play by the Ravens. Fighting this 2v2, you don't have the mid pressure, so you're going to I like that they're trying to make a play on this side of the map. Netroid's a very smart player. He doesn't dash away from his support. We actually have a fight in mid. Pagon's looking to go in the 2v1.
He's got the damage, man. One more auto. And poor Hurry, showcasing the sad part of being a support, which is knowing that it doesn't matter that Pagon's that low. You just don't have the damage if you don't have the CC. And Pagon gets away with murder in mid. 3-0-1, looking to try and start up the Pele legacy again.
Yeah, there is really nothing much he could be doing, and Scream actually gets poked to half also. I mean, you get dove by the set at this point. You have a 3.5 item set. Those 3 items are really all you need at this point. That extra attack speed from Crusher, the extra pen. Scream is just getting bullied out.
Poor Scream. Yeah, he's caught right side jungle. It's an ult from Sot and then damage from Panatom. And now a fire call finished, and that's maybe the biggest thing. They just hit a lot of power spikes and stepping up to the mid Phoenix. We'll see if they can play aggressively. Scream goes in. River's Rebuke is great. Phoenix is already down. Scream follows quickly thereafter. Sot goes forward, and in the blink of an eye, 3 Ravens are gone. Scream, Vin, and Hurry. Now Panatom up into the sky, looking for the dunk, finds it onto Zap, and 4 gone. Double kill for Sot. The Titan exposed, and the Warriors are here. They emphatically end this one. 21 minutes in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the kills. The dual lane doesn't have a single kill for the
fight back here and stop the ONI Warriors. Otherwise, this one might just be ending out N3. Can the Highland Ravens win this one out, or are the ONI Warriors gonna sweep it through? Let's find out in Game 3.
That's the question. And if the Warriors get their way, it's going to be asked and answered. As it is Gore inbound, and of course Doug in Game 3. I can't believe he was able to survive that. Now Pagon is rotating in. What all can he do? He's going to transform into the Pele himself. Taunt is going to be good, but here comes the damage, and there has to be the first blood. There it is. Volcanic Lightning from Pagon once again putting the first one on the board for the Warriors.
What is it with the Warriors and just getting out like 1 health, and then the enemy team just overcommits completely, and the Warriors end up getting a kill out of it? That is like the 3rd time in the first 5 minutes of each and every one of these games. Really good peel by Genetics there. He got his the Horrific off onto Venenu as he ulted, so that damage was actually just lowered enough that, you know, Net was able to live. Zap beads below, and he uses his ult and just one-shot by Panatom.
Maybe even more potential to continue. No, they don't want it. But 2 kills in the blink of an eye. The first one, a little more long drawn out, right? Build up there. Pagon's rotation, like you said, maybe an overextension.
This is such a free target for the Cabrakan, for the entire Warriors team. But if that ult is up, it's something they have to play around. Now the ult is down. Cabrakan ult is still available.
Knock up. It's good. Damage. It's there. And all you need is a little bit more. Netroid knocks on the kill to Zap. That's 3 up for the Warriors. Screams rotated over, but so have the Warriors. Pagon's here, and the damage is looking good. Knockups are clean. You need a couple autos. Panatom finds what you need. And now it's just a question of what can you do afterward. Honestly, with this amount of numbers, can the Warriors go for a Fury? Because they want to spot it out in the jungle. Scream and Vin. They're going to find Panatom up in the sky. And the Susano into the waiting arms of the Pele, but has the disengage. Are they going to dive for it? He's relatively low. They might turn instead onto Genetics, who's now surrounded by 3. Needs a massive stun. Knockup's going to be good. Beads used by Vin. Taunt great from Hurry. Puts a kill onto the board for the Ravens. Zap in a little bit of trouble. Pagon's rotated in. Sanctified Fields does exactly what you need it to. And finally, the Ravens are starting to show some fang in this set. Bite back at the Warriors and even go for an early Fury.
Yeah, the winning fighting situation. He tries to walk out. He gets CC'd a lot, takes a lot of ability. Zap actually looking to get gone on by Panatom. His ult is down. Panatom a lot of damage up. No ult available, but just enough damage.
Now Scream's here. Going to take him up to the sky. That should be enough on its own. And it will be. Landing kill. So 1 for 1. Zap for Panatom. And Panatom was 3 and 0. Zap was 1 and 3. I guess 1 and 2. So now 1's 3 and 1. Scream has just continued to forget the recipe, or is he just opting out of free stats? Well, and honestly, it doesn't seem like it's going too rough for him. He takes Panatom up to the air. Vin gets the kill, but that's an easy one for him. Now Pagon, what can he do? You've got the sash, you've got some damage, you manage to turn one of these around, and Pagon is going to get away with that. No way to Scream not come in. Morrigan de-transforms. You've got a little bit. Netroid on one side, and that's going to be a taunt from Hurry onto Genetics. Sanctified Fields get dropped. Damage is there, and Zap picks up a kill onto the support for the Warriors. So 2 for 1, Vin for Panatom and Genetics. And maybe Netroid taunted into Zap's waiting arms. Double kill for the new Hunter on the Ravens.
Wow, what an overall great map play by the Ravens again. It was just 3 to 5, and it's now 6 to 6. The Ravens have about
it was do or die for the Ravens. They have opted in for do, at least for the early portions of this game, first 15.5. They're up 2K. They are losing out right now on a Pyromancer. They're looking for a kill elsewhere. Panatom up into the sky, falling into the waiting arms of 3. Goes for the knock-up. Damage is there, but they need a little bit more to try and turn this around. Panatom still alive. Warriors. Resurge. but cannot chase down Haddix's ult. They still get the pyro. There's a small win for him. Admittedly, cuts the lead in half. Now it's a re-engage from the Ravens. Taunt onto Genetics. Solar Troller here. Panatom backed isn't going to be available for this, so it's just Genetics. Knockup's good. CC is there, and just like you said earlier, it's a sticky situation. And now Pagon finds himself in a similar one. It should not have been more than the 1 kill, but the mid laner for the Warriors off the board, and the Ravens retake their lead. As the Warriors start to siege this, we can finally jump in, listen in to how they're going to try and take it.
Group horse, one. I have nothing. Sure, we should get out of it.
Oh my god, I can't see.
We should group it a little bit.
Look at Nation.
Stun dollar run.
Oh.
That's fine, that's unlucky. Go get beacon if you can.
Bro.
That's so fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, it's fine. We're trying to get beacon.
You can see things don't go well for them. Lose 3 on the siege. You keep Pagon, you keep Sot. Get a little bit more. Pyromancer. They're not going to commit for the kill. Sot's rotated in as well, and I guess they don't want everything that can come out their way. Bede's not up for Zap. Throws out the Sanctified Fields, uses the Aegis. Now the damage is good onto Genetics, and they're going to pick that one up no problem. Rest of the Warriors are here. It's 4v4, no Scream for the moment. Pagon and the rest of the crew need to go big, but Pagon takes too much damage. Vin goes massive in this one. He's only 2, and 8, but that is a massive kill for him, and now Haddix leads forward. It's going to bring Zap and Vin with him. They have the damage. They have the lockdown. Sot is who they're looking at. It doesn't seem like they're going to get too much. Say that, but they got 2 kills, and they've got pressure in mid. It's everything that they would want for the Ravens to bounce back.
And that was actually a 5v4 we saw for the Warriors. They had the advantage there, and they looked for that fight. Unfortunately, Sanctified Fields was dropped. Genetics gets 1 shot before he can even get his ult off. And Scream doesn't even show up to that fight. Scream is finally showing up. He looks for the sash on the Solo. Solo's getting not really burned at all.
Yeah, doesn't take too much damage. Unfortunately, the tier 2 does. Now they're going to get aggressive. Great walls from Genetics. Lock in Zap. They need more damage, though. Finally, kill him off, and that one goes over to Sot. They continue their aggression. Scream looking for lockdown. They find what they need from Vin, specifically onto Netroid. Now the chase is on. Dazzling Offense from Sot. Tries to stun people out. Unable to find it. No ults available.
Raven's pulling this Fire Giant.
They're going to pull it in. This is a good time as the Warriors try to figure out how to retaliate, to listen in on the Ravens and see what they're going to do.
They got it. Warriors on the left side. Of course they did.
We
can still fight here.
Big Tom.
Warriors on the left side.
Cap.
I have a ring toss.
I can hold this in here. I'm
Yeah, I'm in. Go Cern. I find the Cern. On me.
I'm with you, Van.
Go Cern. They're ulting me.
Taunt one.
Mori Aegis. Mori beats Aegis.
Oh my god.
Oh, they double Susano
Farm by Susano.
Yeah, double Susano us.
That's crazy.
Haddix at this point just trying to run away for his life. Things go so well. Big taunt there. You know, you're on Kern. You got his beads. You got his Aegis, and then Vin has it's the 1 call, and that's where it shifts. They're all in on me, and then from that moment it's downhill. And now we're looking at it. 4 gone. The Warriors with Fire Giant on 4. They don't have Netroid, so it's going to take a little while to push these down. And so I guess the question comes to you. 15 seconds before hurry. 20 seconds for others. We're not talking Titan right now.
I don't think we're calling Titan. They just don't have the damage for real Titan, like true damage. Mori's not a god that
back.
really
A little bit of poke here, but they might find a kill elsewhere. Vin is going to be the main target. Dash is good. He uses the Volcanic Lightning. Transformation from Recon. You need a little bit of help. The Aegis does a lot, but he still goes down. It buys some time, though. Can they kill off Vin? It's massive, and it's necessary here for Solar Troll. They lose him. They lose their mid laner. And of course, now up in the air, they're going to be able to get it, but they've gotten so much else done. Panatom's looped around. They're on the Titan right now. They got the left side Phoenix. They got what they needed. Genetics, Netroid, and Panatom making sure that despite a good showing from the Ravens, it is a 3-game set.